Ladies and gentlemen, you know why I am here. You see the jersey. I had to put it backwards so you guys can see the last name. Last night, for the first time in the playoffs thus far this year, we had two games. Back to back great playoff games. Back to back great, amazing playoff basketball. Gotta start. I'm gonna start with the Lakers first because a lot of people, a lot of shows are gonna do a disservice and make that the story of the night. Was the Lakers and Grizzlies going to overtime? LeBron James has 22 points, 20 rebounds, and 7 assists. To do that at age 38 is absolutely ridiculous. In all honesty, I am very surprised LeBron James is still able to play at this level, at this stage in his career. This is something that we're witnessing. We're witnessing greatness. Ja appeared to get hurt a couple times, but the Lakers defense, especially in the fourth quarter Laker defense is something of a beauty to watch. It took forever for Memphis to develop plays towards the end of the game. The thing that I was decided at age 38, the biggest critique on Braun when the moment gets tight, which is this critique is actually ridiculous because he has one of the most game winners. But they said the moment gets tight, Braun is going to pass the ball up. He's not going to look to attack the basket. When with 6 seconds left on the clock and the end of regulation, LeBron James has Xavier Tillman on him. Jaren Jackson getting ready for the backside, helped to block the shot, the best shot blocker in the game this year. Takes it to the rack, hits it above the square, lay, and the Lakers go into overtime. Then the next thing that happens, we get to overtime, and with the dagger, LeBron James gets an and one on Dillon Brooks. LeBron James is still him. Obviously, this Laker team, they had a lot of help. Austin Reeves had the most points of the night, 23 points. D'Angelo Russell hit some nice clutch threes in the fourth quarter. He's starting to make up for himself after having a slow start in the series. But the Lakers take a 3-1 lead. And that series pretty much going the way I thought it would. I had the Lakers winning about 6. I do think Memphis wins the next game, and then they close it out in L.A. On Friday, I believe they play. Yeah, they close it out in L.A. on Friday. So, this Lakers team, I think this was a nice, go and get some fresh young legs. Depending on what team they go against next, whether it's the Kings or whether it's the Warriors, we'll get to that series. Talk about that tomorrow. But the Lakers are looking on the up and up. They're looking really good. One thing I do know, AD does have to play better offensively. But no matter who he plays next series, he's definitely going to have that. So, one thing I don't like about this Memphis team, they're real chatty, they real talk, they're young, they talk. But Dillon Brooks, for the second game in a row, did not talk to reporters. And Ja Morant got past reporters as well. So, they gotta, mature a little. I think that's the one thing holding this team back is maturity. They say they don't need a veteran in the locker room, but I think it's clear as day that they actually do need a veteran in the locker room to keep them humble, keep them inside. So that's something. Steven Adams is cool, but I think they need a couple more veteran pieces on this team because their youth does show at times, especially post game. Just got to be better. You got to act like you win. Act like you even when you in defeat, you got to act like you're a winner. So they got to do better there. But yeah, excited for LeBron, first 20 and 20 game of his career. And that's kind of crazy for him to get 20 rebounds, down there. And all those rebounds were very warranted, and they needed all of those 20 rebounds in order to win that game. But ladies and gentlemen, I had to get to the game of that night. The Miami Heat take a 3-1 lead. I'm a Miami Heat fan. I did not think we would be at this level. I like to be objective when I'm doing my analysis. If I told you that we could be here, no. I wanted to make a video at the last game because I was saying Giannis needs to hurry back or this season or this series is all but lost for the Bucks. Jimmy Butler is averaging 35 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists in this series on over 60% from the field. It is efficient. It's not chucking shots, it's efficient. Jimmy Butler last night scored 56 points. Ladies and gentlemen, we just saw the greatest playoff performance of at least my lifetime, and I've been on this earth 29 years. I never seen Braun Kobe. I've never seen any of them do it. And usually when someone scores a high amount of points, they usually lose the game. Example, Braun scored 51. And JR missed that layup. No, missed the free throw because George Hill missed the free throw. JR got the rebound, didn't give it back out to Braun. The Cavs lose that game. Donovan Mitchell scores 57. They still lose that game. We've seen performances from Kobe, which were crazy. Shaq, which were crazy. Braun versus the Pistons, scoring, I believe, 25 straight. Braun versus the Celtics Game 6, the famous meme. But none of that tops Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler is the greatest playoff performer in Miami Heat history. You may call me going crazy. I'm being recency biased. I love D-Wade. I've never seen D-Wade put up the performances we've witnessed Jimmy performed on a yearly basis when he is healthy. Jimmy Butler is one of the most disrespected players in the league because in the regular season, people want him to score 30-plus points. Well, you can't score 30-plus points when you play the defense he does. And this 56 wasn't impressive because it was just offensive trouble. I'm talking about setting down screens for teammates. Setting floppy screens for teammates. I'm talking about Jimmy Butler on the defensive end, hedging, picking, nailing, getting rebounds, getting blocks, getting steals, on-ball defense, off-ball defense. No matter where you needed Jimmy Butler tonight, he gave it to you. In the first quarter, he scored 20 straight points. He had 22 points in the first quarter, 24 points at halftime. I'm like, okay, maybe he slowed down. No, he was conserving himself from the second half because Duncan Robinson has been playing some really meaningful minutes. No Victor Oladipo, no Tyler Hero, and the Miami Heat are up 3-1. Ladies and gentlemen, we are watching greatness in a presence. The Heat were down 13 points with 9 minutes left. Jimmy Butler scored 19 points in the last 7 minutes of the game. I don't know what to tell you. I know ESPN, I know FS1 is not going to do it its due justice. Jimmy Butler, playoff Jimmy is a thing. We thought playoff Rondo was a thing. It is nowhere close to where playoff Jimmy is. This is amazing. This is fantastic. Do the Heat finish it in 5? I really hope so. I really hope so. I think Jimmy's going to rest, if I'm going to be honest. I don't think we're going to get the same Jimmy next game. Unless he just wants to be done with it. I think Jimmy comes back into Miami and gives us a 40-point performance, and Game 6 the Heat win. All I know is the Heat better not blow this 3-1 lead, because I will cry. But as of right now, I got the Heat in 6. I originally had the Bucks in 6. And you call me a bandwagon, wrong guy. You don't know what you're doing. You're just hopping for I'm a Heat fan. You see the Dwayne Wade poster right here. The Jimmy poster is coming up. I'm no longer going to wear this jersey anymore. After this round of playoffs, I am getting a frame. This is going in a frame. My fandom is going crazy, man. But in all honesty, we're having some great basketball. I'm also disappointed with the way the Cavs series has been going. This New York defense is really, really strapping. Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland, Evan Mobley just doesn't look like where we're going. But we'll get to that moving forward. We did have a series that ended with the Sixers sweeping the Nets. So I want to see where this Cavs series goes and this Timberwolves series goes. Because after that, I'm dropping a video this week about what direction each of these teams should take. Every time a team get out of the playoffs, there will be a video drop on each one of those teams. So the next video will be coming later this week. And then we also got a mock draft that will be dropping tomorrow as well. Till next time, my name is Wayne, and I go crazy.